here I've taken my ruler and my pencil and I've ruled out a three-dimensional box with three sides. I have a front face, a top face, and a side face. I've already taken my Frisket and cut it to the length that I want. So I'm just going to do what I did before. Start at a corner, kind of peel back a couple of inches. Okay, lay it down, like so. Reach in, pull our tab, looks like we have a bubble here, so we'll just kind of peel back that Frisket to the bubble, lay it back down, just wipe it out. Take our Olfa Silver and trim back the excess Frisket. And since this is such a large piece here, I think I'll save that and maybe put it here just to mask this out a little bit more. And there we have it. Then we'll take our X-Acto knife again with the sharp blade. I recommend changing the blade often. You really want it sharp when you do these things. And we're just going to cut this box out. Remembering again to only apply enough pressure to cut through the Frisket and not the paper. And you want to make sure that you cut all of the lines. One way that you can tell or see if you have cut all the lines is to just kind of move it back and forth in the light, and you can see where you've cut and where you haven't cut. It looks like I have cut all of the lines. So this is ready to go put on the board and spray. Okay, so we have our three-dimensional box all ruled out. And we've got the Frisket all cut. And again, remember to cut all the lines because we're going to be removing this piece by piece. And you don't want to get halfway into your painting and find that you've missed some lines. So make sure you have all the lines cut. Just going to tape down the bottom again, just like we did with the graduated rectangle. Now I've taken this red and this blue paint and I've mixed them together to get a purple. And since I don't have an eyedropper, I'm just going to pour the paint into my color cup like this. Okay, pick up our paper towel Do some test sprays, make sure that it's working. Make sure the paint is flowing, and it is. Set the airbrush down and take our X-Acto knife. And we're going to start with the top of the box. Now I do have a bunch of extra pencil lines in here. I'm not sure that you can see that, but we'll want to erase those as we go along. So I'm just going to find a corner and carefully peel that back. Just put that off to the side somewhere. And I'm going to erase the extra lines. I'm also going to erase the edges of my Frisket because I don't want any pencil lines bleeding through. And again, we never use our hand to wipe those shavings away. We use our drafting brush. Now what we're going to do on each face of the box is we're going to basically do the same thing that we did with our graduated rectangle, in the sense that we're going to graduate each face of the box. Now our light source is going to be here. So we're going to have kind of this bright spot here that's going to radiate out. So this is going to be dark to light, and this is going to be dark to light, and this is going to be dark to light. Okay? Now there's a few just really simple cornerstones of airbrushing, and one of those is knowing how to properly graduate or gradate color. With that one principle, you can do a lot of things. In fact, most of what you do in airbrushing will be based on that principle. So again, starting at the top, and very lightly again, we're going to spray the same, just like we did with the graduated or gradated rectangle. We're going to spray a very light value from the top and then stop short somewhere down in here, and we'll repeat that process until we have it dark up here and graduated down. So we'll do some test sprays, and again, starting out here and ending out here. And this really is a stop-start motion, so you're not spraying the entire time, and you're not wiggling inside of it. If you wiggle inside of it, you'll get little drops everywhere. You'll get little spots, and that's not what you want. What you want is a nice smooth stroke from start to finish. So, doing some more test sprays. And again, just very, very lightly. Very, very lightly. And then we go back over it again. Okay, we'll just kind of let that dry, Maybe help it out a little bit. Here I'm just pressing down on the trigger. I'm not pulling back at all, so I'm just applying air. I think it could probably be just a little bit darker at the top, so again, just applying air just to dry it. And then we'll do this face very carefully. And just peeling it back. We'll take our eraser and again just erase any extra pencil lines. And even on this edge here. Use our drafting brush to brush those away. And then we'll start here and go this direction. And I think we'll just dry that a little bit. Dry that. And then we'll remove the front face. Looks like our paper tore just a little bit. And then we're going to go from here to here. Just dry it a little bit. Try it some more. Got a little bit of uneven color here. It's a little bit darker here, and a little bit lighter there. But we've got an airbrush, so we can airbrush that out. Dry it out some more. Move our tape. And I think that we'll just remove the frisket from here rather than doing it at the drafting table. So we'll just get this started up over here. Put that one down. And there's our finished box. Maybe just erase some of these extra lines. And there it is. Of course we have our little tear there. That